what they think will be the high leverage games of this year. I'm not going to necessarily go through the games, but what I went through with this is to see how many SEC-related teams, Big Ten-related teams, because those are the two main conferences that we care about here.
Will you get to it already, David?
18 of the 21 listed high leverage games for this season for college football odds include an SEC or Big Ten school.
Which is why, once Rico is done going Thanos and he's in his lawn chair barbecuing alone on Planet Nebular, it will be a Big Ten SEC Super League outside of NCAA jurisdiction, and at that point, we can finally, I'll do the eulogy for college football.
Or you may just sit back and enjoy the games because, David, I mean, if you think about it, really before even all the super conferences were starting to get made, unless you stayed up late at night and watched Pac-12 after dark, you didn't watch much Pac-12 games.
I got to hit you with the cat.
No. Mike, you're different. You watch all the stuff. I'm
Big
talking
12, ACC, the old Big East. We had plenty of high leverage.
No, but I'm saying if I had cat, I was like, no.
Timeout.
Your average fan didn't watch anything. You know what? It took Caleb Williams for you to all of a sudden care about Pac-12 football. Before then, nobody was watching
Well, then to hell with the average fan. David, go ahead.
So the three games that didn't include a SEC team or a Big Ten team was
Notre Dame.
Two of them include Notre Dame. So week 11, Florida State at Notre Dame. And then week 5 is Louisville at Notre Dame. And then the last one is
Army
week
Navy.
6, Clemson at Florida State.
I'll leave it alone. I've said my piece. By destroying the Big 12. Look, Texas and OU alone probably cost you 4 high leverage games. Then you factor in the destruction of the Big East and the destruction of the ACC. You mean Stanford, Cal, and the ACC is not a game of consequence?
Wait, hold on. Just think about what David just said, though. There are no Big 12 games in there at all.
No.
Like, ACC at least had some.
Because Texas and OU took off. Missouri and A&M took off. Nebraska took off. You destroyed the Big 12. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, there's
no Kansas State?
No.
What is that? The Commonwealth Cup or whatever that's called?
Not at all. But there is a game that includes a group of 5.
Wait.
In here.
Colorado wasn't in any of those games?
In the high leverage games? No.
Well, you know what? Here's my shock face.
Yeah, because this is about making it to the college football playoff. They don't see them as a part of the college football playoff.
Dion's trying to make the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
But an interesting one here was week 3, Texas San Antonio at Texas as a high leverage game for the college football playoffs. And I'll tell you why. Because when you look at the group of 5 selections for which conference can bring forth a playoff team, it is the American Conference because of UTSA.
Yeah.
They believe that they can get a team there.
If they upset Texas, then they're in.
The one you'd have to watch for is Liberty. I mean, Liberty with an NIL and money behind it in that tiny Conference USA or whatever the hell it is. Liberty's going to be favored by double figures in every game. So that's another one to look for, but who cares? I know. Keep it moving.
I ruined it.
You have ruined it because the projected top 20.
I'm just embracing it now.
The projected top 20, according to the FPI, 16 of the 20 teams are SEC and Big Ten schools.
Okay, but in all fairness, it's really just down to 2 conferences.
Because of you.
Or because the NCAA just mismanaged their entire league. That wasn't me. They could have put up rules. They thought better.
But how about this? There is a Big 12 school in the top 20 projections here.
UCF?
No.
TCU?
No. It is Kansas. Kansas, yes.
Show me they can play a lick of defense or I don't care.
They got a quarterback, so.
Yeah, he's in year 30.
Well, it's funny you say that, Mike, because what they did here is they collected the offense FPI and the defensive FPI. Their offense, 10.8. That's a decent number. They're very high number.
Add a 0 for the defense.
0.9. So you're right. If they can find a way to play defense, maybe, just maybe.
You don't play defense in the Big 12. You just outscore your people. You know what you need? A quarterback and you need a kicker. That's it. And you can win in the Big 12.
So let's kind of go through this a little bit here. And they project who could possibly get a bye, secure a bye in the first round of the college football playoff.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, not on the list.
I'm out.
Wait, here's my shock face 2.0.
Oh, God. So arrogant. Kenny, how do you deal with SEC fans like him?
But you did name a school earlier, Mike, on the Big 12, Kansas State.
Yeah.
They are on the list here, 11.9% as possibly getting a bye. Then, of course, you have your top teams here in the 5. You got Penn State at 22%, Texas, Ohio State at 24%.
Hey,
Georgia.
Penn State's at 22 and Ohio State's at 24.
Yes.
Have they never, you know what?
But they are also included in a high leverage game. So
Have they
if
never
Penn
seen
State
Penn State play in a any type of game with anything on the line? Okay, sorry.
and then
Continue.
Oregon's number 1 there for getting a bye at 36%. That makes sense, right?
I do. I think Oregon's going to win the Big Ten this year. I think they
Say that again in my good ear.
I think that Oregon's going to win the Big Ten this year.
What conference are they in again?
The Big Ten. Mike.
And then
Life changes, man. Either, as you like to say, either you evolve or you die.
Then I'm dying.
Okay.
Because I hate this sport now.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll hit you on your beeper and let you know who won the game.
I will close
I
it
can
out.
call the score phone.
Right.
I will close it out for just like this, just for Kenny, because they are overwhelmingly the FPI favorite to win the championship this year. It is Georgia at 20.7. The next closest is Oregon at 12%.
Well, it makes sense now that Michigan's gone. Now that Georgia can finally go back to winning because they couldn't, What? I just wanted to get that look.
Look, Kenny's team got screwed. They were number 1 all season long. Their one loss was to Alabama, and they managed to not go to the playoff. It was ridiculous.
Oh, I know. I was just, hitting Kenny with a garbage can.
Again, it's just anti-cot sentiment. It's hurtful.
And if anyone wants to complain about what the SEC and Big 10 will look like, you can complain about Rico. You can send yours to
Yeah. Find Rico on social.
College football at gmail.com.
Guy in bed with TV executive.net.
But ask yourself this question. If I ruined it, won't people still be watching it? So did I really ruin it?
I think you ruined it for us smart people. But there's plenty of dumb people that you can party with. 24853.
That is your college football blitz.